Hello everybody, my name is Miss Remy and thank you for joining Rem's Creations Take and Make Teen Craft with the San Diego Public Library. Today we will be learning how to make a macrame wristlet keychain with the square knot braid. So I hope if you're watching this video, you've already picked up your kit. If not, you'll need the following supplies. 2 7-feet macrame string ranging from 3 to 5 millimeters thick, another 16-inch macrame string with the same thickness, a D-ring or round keychain, measuring tape, scissors, and lastly tape to hold down your strings. So how long are we going to make our wristlet? So what we're going to do first is we're going to take our measuring tape and measure our palm circumference. For in my case, I have 7 inches, so I'm going to multiply that by 1.5. and I'm going to get 10.5 inches. So this is how long I'm going to make my knot braid. I'm also going to tie a knot on all 4 ends of my string so it doesn't fray. So next we are going to take one end of both of our 7-feet string, and using a ruler and measuring tape we're going to pull 2 feet through the keychain hole. We're going to place the 2 feet of string in the middle, and then you should have 5 feet of string on both the outside. Little tip, go ahead and tape down string 2 and 3, which is the 2 middle strings, or you could just tie a knot together so it doesn't confuse you and it doesn't move around when you do your square knot braid. So let's get started with our square knot. So what we're going to do is take string 1, we're going to form a D. We're going to take string 4 and put that over the tail of the letter D. We're going to take the end of string 1 and put it behind string 2 and 3 and through letter D, and gently pull to tighten. So we're going to take string 4, we're going to form a letter C, and take string 1 over and behind string 2 and 3 and through letter C. We're going to gently pull it, but we are, instead of pulling it all the way, we are going to leave about 1 inch of space, just like so. And we're going to continue on with our square knot. So next we're going to do again, repeat the process. We're going to take string 1, form a letter D, take string 4, put it over and behind string 2 and 3 and through letter D, and we're going to gently pull all the strings and tighten. So I'm using all my fingers, my thumb, my index fingers, to kind of hold down the string 2 and 3 and gently pull. So you're going to repeat this whole process. You're going to just form a letter D and C over and over until you reach your end knot that you tied for string 2 and 3. You're just going to keep repeating this. So when you've reached the end, this is what it looks like. This is about 10.5 inches. I'm going to just make both ends meet and just test it out and make sure if my hand fits. If it reaches the middle of your palm, that is a good size. I'm going to go ahead and put all the strings through the keychain. I'm going to do it one by one so it doesn't tangle up. Again, I'm going to make sure to put both ends together, align it, and I'm going to pull the string and the keychain just so that it folds like so. So this gets a little tricky. You're going to grab your 16-inch string. You're going to make a loop just like that, about 3 to 4 inches. You're going to grab your square knot wristlet and you're going to make sure to place that on top, just like that. And you're going to use your thumb and index finger to kind of gather all the strings together underneath it, and you're going to make a loop behind. So I'm going to do this again, slow motion. I'm going to make sure those 2 loops are together with your thumb. I'm going to wrap it around 1 time, and I tighten it, and I push it up all the way to where the keychain is, and I wrap it several times, about 4 or 5 times, maybe 6, up to you if you have enough strings. And each time I wrap it, I make sure it's still intact and all the strings are intact and all together. And I twist it while I wrap it around. So again, I'm going to do that about 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like 5, 6 wrap around. Again, making sure you're twisting the macrame string and tightening it. And this part, my loop was a little short and small, so what I did was kind of just pull a little bit to make it that a little bigger, because we are going to put our string through there. I forgot to tie a knot at the end of the 16-inch string. If you, it's a lot easier if it isn't knotted so it doesn't fray, but you could do it either way. You're going to pull that little leftover string up top, and it's going to be tight, and it's supposed to be tight, so it's going to be a little bit hard, but you just do a little bit at a time. Do it slowly. You're going to want to pull that loop on the bottom inside of those wraparound that you did. You want it to be hidden inside halfway through. You don't want to pull all the way because it will unravel everything you just did. So just a little bit, just enough so that your little loop on the bottom kind of disappears, just like that. Just gonna pull and tighten it just one more time. And there it is. Pretty much done. You just have one last step to do. You're just going to grab a pair of scissors, and you make sure it's super sharp. It really helps. If it's dull, it makes it difficult. But you're going to cut as close as possible as you can to the end. And the same thing on those 4 strings. You're just going to trim those off as close as you can. I hope you guys enjoyed making your DIY macrame wristlet. Go ahead and share your pictures and what you did with it at Ren's Creations DIY on Facebook or Instagram.